Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. They said, "What's a great song that's under 3 minutes long?" And I went through my entire library because I knew that there's going to be a lot of picks that I have for this, and there will be some repeat artists, but I just had a lot I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So, first up, James Joined by Rihanna. Every time someone asks this question on social media, this is the first song that always comes to mind. And yeah, this is just the epitome of an excellent short song. I like the vocals, I like the production, I like the lyrics, and just something I enjoy thoroughly every single time I listen to it. Got to be one of my favorite songs on Anti, but had to start off strong with this one. Percolator by SZA. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Listen to this one so many times, and a lot of these I'm like, I wish they were longer, but sometimes you just don't really have a way to finish a song. You only have the short little bit, and it's better to have an excellent short song than one that drags on too long. So this is a great example of it, in my opinion. Really enjoy it. Gift from Virgo by Beyonce, definitely one of the first ones that came to mind. And I feel like this is underrated. I don't ever see anybody talking about the song. And, I think it just, gets lost in the shuffle with the other great songs off of this album. But it's always one that I appreciate. And I just love how it makes me feel when I listen to it. I love the soundscape that they went for. The vocals are supreme. The lyrics, yes. I wish she kind of had more stuff like this, to be honest with you. Love it to pieces. Always have, always will. For my Mariah Carey pick, because of course there was going to be one, I decided to go with Languishing, the interlude from Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel. I really love the production on it. I love the vocals. I love the lyrics. And yeah, there's a sense of sadness kind of lingering on in this one, but that also makes it so beautiful. So I really do love this song, and I had to have this one on here. Next up, Chemistry by Kelly Clarkson. My song of the year 2023, so it had to make an appearance here. Play this one so many times, and just exquisite, in terms of her vocals. I love the songwriting on here, definitely some of her best throughout her entire career. Also really love the production. All the little details of the song make it exquisite. I'd highly recommend listening to it. My favorite song from this respective album, can't sing the praises of it highly enough. Baby's Request by Wings. Yeah, cute little song. I really do enjoy it. And yes, there's more Paul McCartney editions on this list. This is just the first one. It's Nice to Have a Friend by Taylor Swift. I literally said this, but people do too much on the song. She said it's nice to have a friend, and you know what? It is. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is just a nice little palate cleanser on the Lover album, and I feel like people should, give it another listen because there's a lot worse songs on this album, and for what the song is, I really do quite enjoy it. So had to have this on the list for sure. There's like a lot of Arianagrande ones on this list. She has a lot of short songs. So first up, Shut Up from Positions. Yep. Really enjoyed it. Love the strings. Nice way to open up the album. Love the harmonies. Next up is Positions, a song. Like, so many people want to act like this is her worst lead single. Never going to be one of those people. I like fun. And that's what she gave me on this song. I love the vocals, especially the ending. The little vocal ending bit is, one of my favorites across her entire discography. Also really love the songwriting as well. I like the production. Yeah, a hit to me and her best lead single, in my opinion. I know people disagree with me, but I don't really care. Then I had Test Drive from the Deluxe because how can you not? How can you not? One of her best deluxe tracks, I Fear. Yeah. Gives me such a good roller skating vibe. Took me a second to find a Janet Jackson song that would make the cut for this list, but then I found Demi Joe the song. Yeah. Love this song so much. Another underrated one for sure. Also found this song, which I love. This whole album is underrated, by the way. Really do love this album. I got a video on it on YouTube, Anastasia 25, if you guys want to check it out. But figured I'd add this one to the list as well. She's taking it. For Fionaapple pick, Better Version of Me. Yes, I love Fionaapple, as you guys know, so had to add her to the cut. Megan Thee Stallion, Cobra. Phenomenal across the board. She's taking it. Oliviarodrigo, All American Bitch. Yes. Great way to open up the album. I really like the songwriting on here. I like the vocals and how she kind of switches in between the vocal deliveries is interesting. I like the production a lot on here as well. All right, Victoriamonet. Yup. One thing about Victoria, she gonna write a hit. It's taking it. Don't Let Me Lose to Stream arethafranklin, my favorite song by her, and I figured I had to add this one to the list. I love the bridge on here especially as well. Yeah. River, Miley Cyrus. In another world, this was supposed to be her Like a Prayer by Madonna moment, but we failed as a society. I don't take that lightly. Crazy for Me by Coco Jones. Absolutely a banger. Another Megan Thee Stallion pick, Anxiety. Yeah, very personal song that I love. Bedtime by flomilli. Yeah. She came on the track, she meant business. This song goes so hard. Another flomilli pick, Roaring 20s. Absolutely. Yeah, another banger. Then, of course, I had to finish it up with In the Party. You know, one of her early hits that I still love. Back to SZA, we have Blinds, because absolutely beautiful songwriting on here, and just the juxtaposition of the songwriting and the instrumentals, one of my favorite parts about the song. Vocals on point, production on point. Also, Kill Bill is under 3 minutes, so wanted to add that one on there because it's a hit and we love it. Harrystyles, Late Night Talking. Yes, yes. This is one of my favorite songs off of his new album. Just brings me so much joy to listen to. Just pop perfection, honestly. I think it deserved a lot more. It really did, and we love to see it. Low, Summertime. Yep. If a song perfectly had to encapsulate the summertime, it would be this one. Another Megan Thee Stallion song, Plan B. She went so hard on this. Channeling Little Kim. We love to see it. This is a Beatles pick, Goodbye Home demo. Really loved it. And this is another Paul McCartney edition, Paul McCartney and Wings, I'm Carrying. This has always been one of my favorite Wings songs. I think that it has some of his best vocals for sure. I love the guitar on here. There's just something that's so delicate about the song. It's something that's so fragile about it that I've always really loved. And so I held this one in very high regard. So, of course, it had to be here. Lorde, No Better. This was the iTunes Deluxe track at first for the album, and then it finally came to Spotify. Yeah. Lorde, one of my favorite songwriters of all time, I fear. She wrote this at 16? A lot of people aren't seeing her. I'm sorry. You either get it or you don't. Then I found two Queen ones. First one, Misfire, really enjoy it, underrated. And then Killer Queen. Yes, this is a phenomenal track. Very pleased that this one was able to be added to the list. Next up, Do It by chloexhalle. Yup. This is a hit. This is a hit, and I'm glad that it did something for them. I think that it should have had so much more on Billboard and just, pop culture at large, but this is still an excellent song. Shout out to all the songwriters, producers, Chloe and Halle, because they did what they had to do on the song, plain and simple. Another Paul McCartney edition, Teddy Boy, love it. Next up, 13 Bigstar. This is one of those songs that I love whenever I was a kid, that it was really hard to find what it was actually called. And then whenever I did, I was so happy because this is a gorgeous song overall. And whenever you listen to it, if you're not familiar with it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, there is just something that is so classic about the song. Adore it. Kiss It Goodbye from the Hannah Montana soundtrack. Yup. Feel like people kind of sleep on this one, but I never did. Yeah, this soundtrack was filled with hits, but this one always had a special place in my heart, I fear. Avalon by Lady Gaga from Chromatica. Absolutely. About a Girl by Nirvana. Yeah, this era, iconic. I have a lot of Nirvana songs I really like, but this is a great one. I'll Follow the Sun by the Beatles. Yes, this is an amazing song. I think Paul McCartney wrote this when he was, 16 or something like that. Just astonished by him. He's one of my favorite songwriters of all time, so I just think that it is a great track overall. Next up, I have You Wouldn't Like Me, Tegan and Sarah. Shout out to Grey's Anatomy for putting me onto this. I still need to listen to their entire discography because I've been meaning to get to it. But yeah, I really do like this song. Then two more Ariana ones that I found. I know I have a lot of her on here. My Everything. This is always one of my favorite songs off of this album. No one ever talks about it, but I have to. And then last up, Borderline featuring Miss Elliott. I was literally just listening to this one the other day and appreciating it. And there's some songs and albums that I listen to and I love, and I realize other people don't feel the same way. And that's what happened with Sweetener, and more particularly with this song. Yeah, they slayed. No explanation really needed. So that is going to be my list. I know that there's a lot. I thought of a couple at first, and then I was having trouble thinking of some more, so I went through my entire Spotify library and found a bunch to add to the list and everything. But yeah, this is just a really fun topic to talk about. There's a lot of great songs under 3 minutes and everything. I know nowadays, it can kind of be hit or miss with that, but there's a lot of great ones that are from decades past, and even ones that have come out recently. So I wanted to take the time to talk about this because this is one of my favorite topics ever. But yes, let me know you guys' thoughts on this list. Do you agree with any of my picks? Are there any picks that you think should be on here? Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, and let's continue that discussion.